Great and beautiful morning to you all, wherever you are joining me at this hour. Welcome to 399 edition of Investdata Trading Academy Live with Ambrose. Yes, I'll start with looking at what is happening in the global market as we speak. We've seen a mixed market at this hour. That means there's kind of a little disconnection with the positive trend we saw, the market closing last week. And don't forget that this week also all eyes on what on economic data. This also is shaping the market in different domains. I can say that in Asia market now, I think that the stocks in Asia market are looking now just as a result of what, as a result of the tech companies in these markets are cooling down. While cooling down, profit taking also have hit these companies. These are what is also bringing this kind of a slowdown or kind of a sideward movement at this hour. But don't forget also that this persistent concern over no higher than longer interest rate spike from US, and that also have kind of trigger profit taking in what in tech stocks. And I believe that as all eyes are still on what on this macroeconomic data we're expecting, the inflation data coming from US, from Europe, and also Japan will shape the market as we go into the week. These are the things that market is looking at. Also, the impressive earnings that so far as market in this environment are digesting these numbers, going to shape their attitude. That is why this morning every market players are looking at what is going to happen in the market. Don't forget that we have seen some data that emanated from China before now. Knowing that China is a major market in this Asia, ASICs or Asia domain. For me, all things happening there is as a result of what investors taking profit this morning. I think that interpreting the impact of what of the artificial intelligence on work on tech companies and also going forward. But don't forget that the China shares, if that's why the Asia market is looking at, China shares are also kind of remaining stable in terms of uptrend. Don't forget that almost 2 weeks now we're seeing that China market have been in green, especially since after their long holiday for their New Year holiday. But the market are as result of also one the cut in interest rate, and also they are seeing also the November purchasing managers also that will be due this week. All eyes are on that figure to see. For government have given it a signal of what of buying back, like I said earlier, those sovereign bond in that market. At the same time, the cut interest rate have made funds cheaper in China. And don't forget that this China, because their economies also have not stabilized. If you look at where China is coming from, this confidence is what also is going up and down. But still, investor confidence in that domain still remains strong because they believe that the kind of the policy in terms of rate is favoring them. At the same time, investors are also looking at the government intervention. Despite that the yield is backing up in different markets, they are still looking at what the government will do that will also shape the economy. These are the things that's also impacting that domain. For Japan has stand out, that's okay, stood out, let me say that has stood out in terms of opening this way because you can see that Japan is hitting a new high, a new record high. So Japan index is almost crossing crossing 40,000 to test around 49,200 and 420 basis point for Japan. It's a good one. Japan economy is also is expanding as well as still also in their inflation figure, which is consumer price index, that also is likely to do that is likely to hit the market within this week. That either Tuesday or Wednesday, but I believe it's also going to hit this week again. So that shipping market was in Asia. If you look at Europe, Europe also all eyes are still on Europe. Inflation data, but data that emanated from Europe recently and the earnings of companies in Europe, despite the sign of entry into recession, we are seeing positive number. And don't forget that investors feed on this number, this macroeconomic data, and also corporate numbers that are coming, the earnings, also giving the investors confidence. Yeah, despite the state of the economy there, that is almost like entering recession, but that price of stocks are still looking up because of what the positive earnings that are emanating from that environment. These are the things that investors are looking at to see. Because we expect that the data that will come from the economic data, inflation figure that will come from US, from Japan, and from Europe also has the work for directing investors where it should be going. These are the things that all eyes are doing. These are going to redefine the expectation of for the rate cut or rate move. You can see that even in Europe, the ECB has also slowed down flat, leave their interest rate flat in the last policy meeting, just to watch what is going to come out in terms of data to guide that. Also, likewise, also US have done the same thing. Bank of England also all have done the same thing. But the first the first meeting that is coming from Switzerland will be on also whether New Zealand will also be increasing their interest rate. Nobody knows. But this is the first policy meeting that is coming up in that environment. That also support whether there will be rate hike or not. But all eyes are seen to see what, because there's actually rate inflation being kind of stubborn in that environment. Either I want to go ahead and take inflation, but if not, they might likely also slip to recession in their fourth quarter. These are the things that are going to shape. We have seen also that price of or yields in a bond market or money market, or you say in bond, has also become attractive, in that environment. This is also what people are looking at. Should they move to treasury yield or what? These are the things that is also going to shape the market. That's why March, policy meeting in US also will give a redirection where investors will be looking at. But the oil price, generally, oil price is a bit down this hour as a result of fear of rate hike possibility, and at the same time, weak global demand also putting pressure despite the conflict going on in Middle East at the same time in Russia and Ukraine. Oil price remain a bit stable. This around the 80, 83. But before night, I went below $80 all this while. But this time, we're seeing that coming back. And also, don't forget the production capacity of US has also increased. That's why we are seeing that the inventory in US also is on the high side. And don't forget that when there is no inflation also will affect demand. And also, when you see dollar becoming stronger also affect commodity price. We saw that dollar has kind of appreciated again globally. That also is also pushing oil price down. These are the things we also look at when we are looking at the market. We must know what is also obtainable. But if you look at US as we speak now, US market has opened slightly also in red or lower because of what as investor I know numbers of what comment, these economic numbers comment, and at the same time how market is going to react after the artificial intelligence tech company has fueled the market gain almost $1 trillion. Now we are seeing that yes, there's a little delay. Looking at what is the prospect of Federal Reserve rate cut. These are the things that also going down on that market this one. And also people are taking profit in this Nevada stock because of the rally, that because of the performance that supported the rally. Don't forget that every investor in the market, no matter what you are playing, you are there to work to make profit. Whether you're a short-term player or investor, opportunity for them to cash their profit, that's also is going around the market. We saw a little mixed market on Friday, but also seen that this morning that trend is also continuing. All eyes, like I said earlier, is still on what? On more earnings in US this week, and also inflation data. This is going to also give market direction in that environment. And also one of the billionaire investor in US, Warren Buffett, is also telling investors that they should not worry that the conglomerate of his company, this Berkshire Hathaway, is also built around what? Around stronger strategy that even when the worst financial disaster will not affect the company, because they're also trying to also move the stock more higher, and also that that in that company they don't pay dividend much, but capital appreciation that create value for their investor. He said that there's no need for panicking. That's why it's good that personality behind any company. I don't say in Nigeria here, look at the personality behind company. When these personalities are talking, they give a lot of insight what you should do with your position in that in that stock or in that company. This is why in Nigeria when we see all those high cap stores that will understand the personality, then you follow the trend, but as you follow their trend, you also to trade with caution. You know that they have this reason for being in that position. You as a trader or investor like me, you know why we're also in. So that means you take advantage of any opportunity you see, but you have to follow the billionaires with caution. Yes, we look down to Africa. Africa market is mixed. As we speak now, I will tell that our market here in Nigeria, as we speak, is also oscillating. We saw the market this morning open at marginally low. Also, we are seeing at this hour that trying to also rebound, but still struggling. But if you look at the market bread, we are seeing that market bread on its own is also positive. But the index is also marginally in the red because of what? Because of investors are looking at what will be the outcome of what the MPC meeting that commenced today. Because all eyes are saying, what is the kind of rate hike? Is it 100%, 100 basis point rate hike, or we're going to see 200? But good thing is that as the market is oscillating right now, like that, it's good to always stay in a market that is live. As we speak now, we're seeing that the market has also rebounded back after that oscillated this morning in the red when we started this class. But as we speak now, it has come up again to green. Market is up by 136.68 basic point to trade at what 102,224.98 basic point. The market is up by 0.08, which almost 0.1. This is the state of the market. If you look at the market red is positive. We're having 16 gainers as we speak now, and 11 losers. For me, this is a good one to start the market. But if you look at the top losers as we speak now, we're seeing that Mansard has dropped 10% down, which is an opportunity. We're seeing also sooner assurance in that trend. We're seeing also Regency and Sovereign Trust and Lasaco. I will tell you, these are all insurance companies on this user chart this morning. We want to see why. Is it inflation or is it interest rate expectation? But I tell you, anywhere in the world where there's high interest rate, I will tell you that in the financial sector, that actually insurance and the banking sector and other financials like UCAP and others also are the ones that benefit from rate hike. As we speak now, this stock pulling back for me is an opportunity ahead of what? Ahead of their earnings report, which is performed with dividend expectation. Investors should also use the opportunity to catch what we are seeing now. But if you look at the gainers chart, we are seeing that NASCOM is leading by 10% up, trading at what? At 6 naira, followed by Wapik Insurance, also 9% up, and we see the platform communication and also Concord. Concord is also 8% up, and we are seeing also the life of Jaiz Bank as also at the top gainers. But you look at in terms of activities, I see that the way FBN holding is going, you can see that momentum investing is part of trading. But that it is not because of dividend expectation, because of the change in holding structure and also the new appointment of their new chairman. We are seeing a lot of volume coming and the price being sustained. That means market is not factoring dividend to come for this company. They are looking at because of the present. That's why the personality in equity is also very, very important. You must look at personality behind any company or that entry in the company. It has a way changing perception of that company. I'll tell you since then, they announced the cellular as the chairman of FBN, we are seeing a change in perception, not because of dividend, not but because of capitalization, because it's part of what the chairman and all others there are likely to see what expect the crop to go up so that their value and also appreciate. To speak now, the activities chart, we are seeing that FBN is leading with 37.5 million share traded so far, followed by Zenith Bank, 7.6 million share traded at 35 naira 60 kobo, Human Bank at 8 naira 10 kobo, 6.5 million share traded, Wapik Insurance, which is a correlation insurance at 5.5 million share, and UBA at 3 naira 55 kobo, 5.5 million share traded so far. This is the state of the market. Like I was saying earlier, before we go to chart, that the market is a bit quiet. We are seeing activities fine. We are seeing a positive trend. But I'll tell you from what we saw on Wednesday after the last week, after the 2 days of federal government savings bond option, then followed by the TTP primary market option. We have seen that the rate remains relatively stable without new growth. But all eyes are already on what will the FPC doing with their MPR. They're going to take it up. And I expected that because inflation had hit on an all-time high, almost 29.9%, and that also we saw the GDP for fourth quarter coming up also positive. We are seeing a growth from about 2.5 in third quarter to about 3.5 in fourth quarter. That also is a trigger or a sign of where the MPC members will be voting, saying that these figures are looking this way. That's matter is a mixed one because inflation at this point and also the growth in terms of GDP was also very fragile. For me, just because we are seeing the impact of reform gradually reflecting, but I believe we should look forward to more of that if we have seen a kind of a complementary policy from the government after the subsidy removal and also inflation estate. Not this prices we are seeing in the FS market that have made Nigeria naira to depreciate to this level. I believe that once able to get it right at the monetary angle, we're able to see a change. That change is what we're all looking forward to see to turn the economy around and also the market will also go a long way to support the market. Because before now, the market has rallied and also disconnected from the economic reality before now. But you can see that the market has its own blood of the board. How long will market stay on its own, in absence of the economy going in that same direction with the market. That is what we also have in mind. But being that we're also entering the earnings season where companies in Nigeria will also be declaring dividend for their shareholders, Don't forget that dividend is another trigger that will also bring liquidity to the system, as all eyes are still on this outcome between today and tomorrow. I think by tomorrow, by 2 or 1:30, they will be communicate from what from the MPC meeting. That will also give a clear direction, looking at inflation. And also, we're not seeing inflation slowing down in the month of February, because all factors that push inflation to where it is are still very much intact. For that, the investor will navigate where will I be if I wait to still remain in physical market where inflation has moved to almost 31 or 30.8 or 30.5. Why I'm still looking at my 19%, I'm still looking at my 16, 18% yield for a whole year. Where am I standing? I think these are the things that the major players in the physical market will be looking at, especially the PFAs, looking at the dividend that will come from this company in the new year, this current financial year. Will this company be able to pay good dividend or earnings that support their payout at the end of the day? Yes, which are companies that are going to benefit, which the result, which the GDP has also reviewed, to many players that the sector that have supported the GDP. I think that is also where you should be looking at, and also look at the companies in that sector, how they have performed in their third quarter, what they are also going to perform. As we are looking forward to see, their audited account. For those that have released their audited account, we are also seeing their performance, in terms of numbers, which also are reflected in the GDP figure that was released recently. I think investors should not panic, but rather should make reasonable investment wise. Why? Because I always say that if you know why we are in the market, then the kind of stocks you buy because we are in the market. Yes, quickly look at the chart. If you can see that the chart has continued to stay stable at this level, this is a strong support level of the market that tested in 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see this level is a strong one. Any breakdown here will usher in re-decline on what we call a markdown phase. Anything what we call it. But market, I think that market try to go up again. You can see yesterday, Friday, and today try to go up. But the movement is still very, very slow. Look at where market break out from this last resistance level. We tested it up here. The about across 106,000 mark, and before it go back. But still, it didn't go below the 101 thousand 101,000 mark before you can see that rebounding again. But one I will say that trading is all about charts. Since it's considered price and what and volume at all time. That means you must look at it. This is the essential thing that traders should know. You must know about what your price and your what and your volume, because it will go a long way to tell you what is happening in a stock. Whether you're a beginner or already you are experienced in the market, you must understand the key factors that have to do with this price and volume. It will help you to identify when and when not to be in a trade, because this is what you need. Developing also the right approach to trading is also very, very important. It is true that every player in the market has their own risk, has their own level of risk, and at the same time, they have their own aim when it comes to trading. And that's why I said your goal must always guide you. And that's why if you look at the market now, like I just said, look at where it is. Let me still draw it. I think I've drawn this thing. Why is it great? Because market is really strong at this level. That's why I tell you what will happen at the end of MPC meeting tomorrow. We're going to speak loud in the market. You can see that even as MPC is going on, we saw up market marginally now. Yeah, on Friday we saw people coming back to buy the market. They will take position. We saw almost 22 against 22 buyers against 20 losers on Friday. We are seeing also trend is also changing this morning. 16 buyers against 11 losers. We are seeing position taking, because this is the peak of anything that dividends around the corner, and because the market are pulled back from the most of them from their high down to where it is now. It's an opportunity for those income investors, dividend investors to come and take position. That is what we are seeing in the market right now as we speak. For good team here, this is the state of the market. I'll tell you, index action is very, very important. Price action is very, very important. That's why we must look at it first to really understand what the market is doing. This is a strong support level, or I call it, this is a strong consolidation stage or distribution phase of the market as we speak. Let's quickly call up our indicators that will help us to look at this stock properly, the market properly, and also know what is happening there. Let's quickly go look at our money flow index. At this stage, the market is doing this. What is the money flow level? What is also look at our T line, and we call also our ADL also call MACD. No, I'm not using ADS today. Let's use MACD today. So going to give us more insight also for today. But quickly change this our expression to 8. 8 is what we use in this class, that you understand better. You can see here that the market is still flat or what, no, slightly below. Let me give you, you can see what I mean, slightly below what the C line. But once it cross the C line, it gives you a clear that my market has crossed the C line. Good. That is slightly okay, flat on the C line. As I said, let me that you see market is coming back now, almost a flat on the C line. It's a good one. You can see here the volume as we speak now so far is not much, but market is just on the midday. Let's see how far before it closes in the afternoon. We can see the market is sustaining trend of yesterday on Friday, and what we see market in green. For me, it's a good one. Yeah, it's a good one. Market above the trend line now, and that is what as a result of what investors taking what decision in the market. But what is very very important, like go down and look at what's the money flow. Money flow that upward from 100 that pulled down because of this oscillation here. Say that market was weak here. You can see that it has come down here. You can see it went up but came down. But now you can see that money flow is also looking up marginally again. You can see it here. But MACD is still telling us that the market is still weak because this is what a bearish MACD. I will tell you. But let's look at other time frame. Look at 1 hour time frame. What is the market doing in the last 1 hour? Last 1 hour, we are seeing a sign of market turning bullish on MACD. You can see it here on the 1 hour chart. And why money flow is also looking up marginally here. You can see the form of a structure. But the index is also looking up marginally above the T line again on 1 hour chart. But before we look at 4 hours chart to give us more insight on what the market is doing. You can see that on 4 hours chart it's almost the same pattern what you see with the day chart. You can see it here, the same looking up. You can also see where the MACD, where the index action rate in terms of it. But one thing is very very important as well. We look at what is happening in NASCOM before we call it a day. NASCOM, we see the stock on 10%. Want to see what is the pattern, what is the trend. Is this sustainable trend I want to see in this stock? Here, if you look at the chart here, there's a positive chart. This stock will remain below the T line all this while. You can see, I tell you, T line is very, very flat, and this is a 4 hours time frame. You can see that the market NASCOM have been below this level, down here on T line. But now today, I think that it has broken out line to trade above T line for the first time for all this while. For how many 3 days? For more than almost 7 to 8 week trading days. You can see that the market is up in the green now for this hour. And MACD is confirming a bullish sign here, which you can see the blue one crossing the red one. Once it's done, up. But money flow is looking down marginally at this point. We are seeing an improved marginal volume here. You can see it here on the stock. But if you look at 1 hour chart for NASCOM, so that I can call it a day. Let's look at the 1 hour chart for NASCOM. Yes, on 1 hour chart, you can see that in the last 2 hours, the stock, last 3 hours, you can see where it's coming from. You can see green, green. You can see that money flow is almost within 40, 50, 49 points. For me, it's a good one. MACD has turned bullish already. You can see that now MACD is bullish. You can see that the histogram here is already on the wall on the other side, which is a bullish sign for me for the stock. It's a good one for the stock. Because of our time, if you look at let's look at the life of Transcorp. Also, Transcorp, what's happening in Transcorp? We need to look at this very well. You can see Transcorp, this is a 1 hour chart for Transcorp. Then that is flat on the T line, and money flow is looking down, and MACD is still bullish, not on 1 hour chart. So if you look at what is the 4 hours that saying, further that the stock is flat on the T line now. You can see it here, flat on the T line. MACD is also trying to go bullish. You can see it here, most bullish on the 4 hours chart, which is a good sign. And I was saying money flow looking up gradually. We pray that as we go into the week, expect to see the result of MTN, that of UCAP, and others. As also more companies giving us date for their board meeting to approve their last audited account for 2023. This is the state of the market as speak now. On this note, I'll say thank you and see you tomorrow. Sorry, on Wednesday, hopefully by God grace. Enjoy the rest of your trading day. Bye for now.